Water is the lifeblood of our planet. It functions as a shapeless medium of nutrients and hydration. While it can be vicious at times, devastating everything in its path, it holds a role of vital importance to nature. Today, we live in a world where we do not have enough drinkable water to feed all the mouths on this planet, and yet, we also live in a world where animal agriculture consumption ranges from 34 to 76 trillion gallons annually. In fact, I found that growing feed crops for livestock consumes 56% of the water in the US alone. These gargantuan water footprints of our livestock weighs heavily on the conscience of ethics, where only 2.5% of the world is freshwater. Not too long ago, on August 21st, 2016, RT Documentary ran a video on India's water crisis. In the state of Punjab, the farmers and the rest of the population are suffering from the scarcity of water. The once agricultural leaders of India has turned into a barren state of deserts. Both the farmers and the people are hemorrhaging the money required to pay for water to be delivered to them.
200 रुपया वन में आते तो आवी कोनी 200 रुपया फैमिली रे तो वे तो करी आवे न करी नहीं आवे बराबर 200 तो पूरा आवी कोनी.
In response to this dire situation, many have succumbed to suicide whilst the media and authorities have chosen to look away. Water has become an expensive privilege as opposed to the right that it should be. With crops withering away, the food available to the people have dwindled and the debt to the farmers have skyrocketed. People here spend the majority of their time obtaining water, taking away time from their family and work life as they dedicate it to waiting their turn at a well, standing in line for a tanker or scrounging around in reservoirs in vain as they search for remnants of rainwater. The task of obtaining water in Punjab has become a life and death matter. Not to mention the severe water shortage in Bolivia that occurred just 2 months ago from today, on November 23, 2016. That day, Bolivia's government had declared a national emergency due to the shortage of water that was onset by the worst drought they had experienced in 25 years. This shortage has impacted 125,000 families. Water reservoirs have been rationed and schools have been shut down to prevent the spread of disease. If these stories haven't been forewarning enough on why we should care more about the massive consumption of water by livestock, here are some fast facts. According to the Water Project, 1 in 9 people do not have access to clean water. 84% of the people who don't have access to improved water live in rural areas, where they live principally through subsistence agriculture. In many of these communities, women and girls are responsible for water collection in 7 out of 10 households. This leads to girls having to drop out of school to collect water at puberty, leaving most women illiterate and out of the workforce in many of these countries. With so much devastation sweeping through countless drought-stricken communities, it is inconceivable that we continue to pour 22 to 33% of the world's freshwater into animal agriculture. Though the scarcity of water to these people are due to factors such as poor infrastructure, corruption and climate change, there is no doubt that the scarcity of water in our planet is exacerbated by our immense agricultural farms. At this point, the size of this water-guzzling population of livestock has reached a staggering population of 20 billion, more than twice the human population of 7 billion. It is no wonder that these animals have placed an enormous strain on our farming resources to support them till they reach slaughter age or weight. The water footprint of beef cattle is 15,400 cubic meters per ton. Sheep stands at 10,400 cubic meters per ton, pigs at 6,000 cubic meters per ton, and the lowest at chickens at 4,300 cubic meters per ton. The average weight of a cow is 1,500, ranging from 1,000 to 1,800 pounds, which is 0.75 tons. That's almost a ton. Therefore, for the purpose of this report, we will assume that 1 cow equals 1 ton to put all of this into perspective. This is a cubic meter. This is what 1,000 cubic meters look like. Now multiply it by 15.4 and you get a 1-ton beef cow. This is in contrast to the vastly lower levels of water required by vegetable crop. Sugar crops require 200 cubic meters per ton. Vegetables stand at 300 cubic meters per ton. Fruits at 1,000 cubic meters per ton. And cereals at 16,000 cubic meters per ton. These options are clearly more efficient ways to use water. For example, the water required for vegetables is 1/10 of an Olympic-sized swimming pool, whereas the water required for beef cattle is 6.2 swimming pools. Every time you eat a burger, a chicken sandwich, or roast pork, you are consuming the product of thousands of cubic meters of water, along with a whole lot of other precious resources. My point is, if we do not start eating a more sustainable diet that consists of less meat, we are in danger of losing our right to water as its quantity dwindles and as its price skyrockets to that of a luxury.